So you're really busy and you have no time in your day to get in a workout. But that changes today because here is 5 10-minute workouts that you can do Monday through to Friday so that you can get a workout in even if you are extremely busy. So let's get started. Monday, day 1 is going to be kettlebell swings. We're going to set a timer for 10 minutes. We're going to pick the number of reps we're going to do per set. I would suggest 10 swings for one set. Do whatever number works best for your fitness levels. We'll get a sheet of paper or a notebook, and for every 10 swings we do, we'll put a tally. At the end of the 10-minute timer, you'll count up how many sets you did or how many tallies you had in your notebook, and that is your score to try and beat next time. The kettlebell swing is going to work your whole posterior chain, meaning the muscles that you can't see because they're behind you. So mostly it's hamstrings, so the back of your leg, glutes or your bum, and your lower back that is going to get worked by kettlebell swings. They are the king of all kettlebell exercises. Make sure you maintain a neutral spine or a flat back. You can have a slight bend in the knees. Lean forward to touch the kettlebell. When you can touch it, grip it, roll the shoulders back and hike the kettlebell between your legs. You want to think bringing your wrists to your inner thighs. Now at the top of the back swing, you're going to use your hips and drive your hips forward. This is not an arm exercise, it's not a shoulder exercise. You're not using your shoulders to pull the kettlebell upwards, you're using your hips to push it upwards. Then you're going to let the kettlebell fall back towards your feet and you're going to repeat the movement. So that's an amazing start to the week. Now Tuesday, another 10-minute workout, we are going to do a cardiovascular workout, and this is burpees. Do sets of about 5 burpees, and again we're going to put a tally. So every 5 burpees we do is a mark on our tally chart. Set a 10-minute timer, and this is going to work your cardiovascular system, so stronger heart, more elastic arteries, better blood flow, lower blood pressure, all of the things that you want longer term from doing cardiovascular training. Doesn't matter what variation you do, I like to do this variation, so I drop into a push-up, I jump my feet towards my hands and almost give my hip bones a bit of a chop to make sure that I bring my hips all the way forward, or I stand tall to finish the movement. So again, we're going to put a tally for every 5 or 10 reps that we do, and at the end of the 10 minutes, we're going to count up that tally, and next time we do this exercise, we're going to try and beat that tally. That's the key to any fitness program, is whatever you can do this week, you should be aiming to beat next week. Wednesday, we're going to do the clean and squat, slightly more technical movement. This will work your back during the clean portion of the movement, which is when you're bringing the kettlebell from the floor up into what's called the rack position. So you're holding the kettlebell kind of at your chest. And then it's going to use your legs, obviously, during the squat portion of this movement. By using one kettlebell, you're also engaging your core, as the weight's all on one side of the body, so the other side has to contract in order to maintain stability in your body. So using one kettlebell is really good as well. So when you do the clean, think of it as zipping up a jacket. Keep the kettlebell close to your body throughout the whole movement. Try and meet the kettlebell at its most weightless part, so at the top of the kettlebell's journey, you want to meet it with your hand. You don't want to let the kettlebell flop onto your forearm because this will hurt. Again, the strength comes mostly from your hips. You're not really using your arm to hoist the kettlebell up. You're using your hips. Think of it as zipping up a jacket. So as the kettlebell comes up from the floor, push your hips forward and you're going to squeeze your glutes just like with the kettlebell swing, and you are going to bring your arm around the kettlebell to meet it at its highest point, where it should be almost weightless, right? There's a point in the movement where it gets to the very top of the movement, it's going to be pretty much weightless for a split second. That's when you want to meet it there at the top. You want to meet it in the rack so it doesn't slap onto your forearm. If you can't quite grasp the clean, use this time to work on form. It's still a good workout. Just because you're not absolutely pushing yourself for 10 minutes, it's still a really good workout. And learning how to do the kettlebell clean unlocks a load of DLC, right? So much kettlebell DLC if you can just learn to do. So many exercises are based off being able to get the kettlebell from the floor into the rack position. It opens up so many new exercises that you can do. It'll take some getting used to, but you will get there. Don't obsess on the form. Just remember, use your hips and zip up a jacket. Those are the main 2 points. And we'll do 5 reps each side. And if once we've done 5 reps each side, again, that's one tally. After the 10 minutes is up, we count up the tally and try and beat it next week. Thursday, we're going to do either a shoulder press using the clean we practiced yesterday, or a clean and press. But this will work mostly your shoulder and upper back, maybe a little bit of triceps as well. And we're either going to do this as 5 clean and presses is one tally, or 1 clean and then 5 presses is 1 tally, whatever you prefer. Personally, I prefer to do a full clean and press as 1 rep. Do that 5 times and that is a tally. So aim for about 5 reps each side. And again, every time we can do 5 reps on each side, we'll put a tally in our notebook, and that is our score. That is the score we have at the end of the 10 minutes to try and beat next week. Once we have the kettlebell in the rack position, we're going to have our feet shoulder width apart. You can use your knees to help you with the movement, brace your core as if someone is about to punch you right in the stomach, and squeeze the handle and lock the knees out at the top. Finally, we've got to Friday, so we're going to finish off Friday the only way that we should, and that is with swings to ballistic rows. Yeah, we're back to doing swings. The best exercise. We started the week with swings, we'll finish the week with swings as well. Aim for 10 swings and 10 ballistic rows. That is one set, that is one tally. Now we've already gone through the swing, so let's go through the ballistic row. We're going to maintain a flat or neutral back, have some soft knees. You don't have to be at a 90-degree angle, a 45-degree angle with your back is fine. I prefer to pull towards the solar plexus. At the top of the movement, you're going to switch hands. Pull with your right arm. When it gets to your solar plexus, so the top of your stomach, you're going to slide the other hand in, grab the kettlebell, and slowly control the descent of the kettlebell. That's just how I like to do it. If a different type of rowing motion is more comfortable for you, so rowing towards the outside of your body, do that. It's a bit harder to switch, I find, but do whatever feels comfortable. Don't be afraid to experiment. There's infinite different ways of doing things safely. Don't do things with form that is dangerous, but you can experiment with things. See what's most comfortable for you and the way that your body is built. And if you follow this Monday to Friday 10-minute plan, you can get a really good week of workouts in 50 minutes total. I hope that helped. Thank you very much.